Hey, what's up, Knife? Driving home now. Gotta talk more in a bit. Sounds good. You're doing well, my friend. I'm a little late tonight, but all good. Alrighty. So. Since last stream, what did I do? One, I tried a little backlighting. I'm trying to figure out lighting in this game currently. It's my current struggle is figuring out. Because you can't really backlight things as well as you could in Grounded. Everything's just big flames. So we're definitely doing some testing. So I took this statue out, put torches directly behind it. They didn't even show up. So then put them on the sides. It feels like a little much, unfortunately. But I do kind of like these ones in the center here. So it's just a balancing act of figuring out what's too much, what's not enough. The torches look really cool at night, so I want to use them, but they're a little heavy-handed, for a lack of a better word, I think is how I'm feeling about them. Also wanted to see, yeah, I didn't think so. I don't like the color of this door, so I gotta figure out what I want to do there. Not sure yet. Maybe not. I said last night that I might fight the dragon tonight. I think I might save it for tomorrow night. Friday kind of sounds... I scared the daylights out of you? How? Oh no. Dang it. The timer went off and then boom. Well. Just trying to keep you on your toes. I don't want you to fall asleep while you're driving, you know? Delete. There. I also cleared out more of this room on the inside because I want it exponentially larger than it currently is. So I'm gonna make some serious room for this puppy. I'm also messing with this the polished granite, I believe. Yeah, polished granite. I really like how this looks with this wood. It's very clean. So I think I'm gonna switch to using this polished material instead. Oops. Oh. Helps when we use the correct floor too. Yikes. I'm just trying to find combinations that I like. The conifer wood also makes really nice beams. I'm liking the way those are looking. Instead of it just being all wood, this wood's a little too nice for this cave thing. And I'm not sure I loved the underside of it. For like a smelting area, like, makes more sense to use wood. But I really like how they look as beams. So, they're very nice. And just as like a little edge detail everywhere. I think it's quite nice. It's a little extra work, but that's what we do. Weird. I don't know what I just heard. Yeah, it's a very nice combination, I think. Use the correct block. I really like, it just looks so clean here. It's a very nice detail. Oops. And we're not trying to build simple. We're trying to be complicated. When I get home, I'm going to watch a video on how to get a resource world. I know you put it in the Discord on the steps, but that's too much for my tiny little monkey brain. Just watch the video that I posted in Discord. The description is overly complicated, but I can, if you watch the video I posted in the Discord, I can simplify it. And make it a lot easier, because it feels more complicated than it is. There's just like 2 little steps that you have to do that aren't super obvious. But not difficult by any means. Happy to walk you through it. And honestly, if me and Luderev's monkey brains could figure it out, you got it, no problem. I am absolutely not a computer guy. The fact that I'm even able to stream is insane. Hey. Fancy. How's it going? Hope you are having a good night, my friend. Thank dog. I made it through another round of finals. Dude, let's go. That is always massive accomplishment in architecture. You always make it through, but there's always a period of time within finals that it doesn't feel like you're gonna make it. Feels like this is the end. Hello, Enshrouded? Oh, on the ground now. Okay, that's good. Playing Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. What? Didn't even know those words could be used together. Lovely. One crummy thing about some of the building in this game. You really have to, you don't build efficiently. It doesn't break down efficiently. Still adding things up until my presentation. I mean, that feels like that's just standard procedure. There's always something to glue onto a model, or some like print that didn't finish properly, so that you gotta like draw over it to make it look good, or like get a point across. I always prided myself on just whatever I didn't get done, didn't get done. It wasn't about getting everything done. It was just about getting as much done as I could. The game where you sit around, look at ducks spawn, and they're plastic. Is that even fun? There are times I miss Architecture Studio. I don't miss Finals, though. Oh, dang it. Okay, it's not going to do it. Bummer. It's relaxing. I mean, I could see that, I guess. Like, going to a duck pond. I'm gonna build this as efficient as possible so I don't have to read stuff later. Been absent. What we got building here? Welcome in, Dylan, by the way. Hope you're having a good one. We are working on I'm calling it a Dwarven smithing. Ouch. Okay, don't jump then. Ooh. Dwarven smithing area. It's really just my crafting area and a place for all of the NPCs to live before I have the whole village built. And I really wanted to build in a cool like underground base. That seems to be everyone's go-to currently, it feels like. You have to do it once. So we're building a cool underground base. It'll be where I craft and make all my stuff, have all my storage chests. And we're making like a forge currently. Like lava looking best we can. Trying to give it that underground vibe. And also just learning what the heck Enshrouded has to offer in terms of building. So I'm just kind of just experimenting really is what's happening. Yeah, the NPCs, I had to lock them in this gate because they were driving me insane. So I locked them all away. And now they leave me alone. They kept jumping in here somehow. They would like just be in here and they're trapped, and then I'd have to get them out of the way because you can't build when they're standing in your way. Good times. Feel like might not be the right spot for this, but lots of experimenting is really what's happening, though. Trying to figure out as much as I can about building in this game as quickly as possible. Been a lot of fun, though. The system's really good. It's very clunky to get used to, but once you're used to it, it's the capabilities outweigh the clunkiness, is what I'm quickly finding. like fancy wood. Of course I built that in a horrible spot. Loving it. It's like a really fancy mine is what we're building here. It's kind of what I'm going for. Extravagant. And I think it's looking pretty sick. Yeah. Oh. Something to stand on. Jump on the log. Got some finicky moments. I'll say that. Especially as I'm figuring out how I like to build efficiently. Right. One away from that. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. I'm having fun. I'll say that much. Catch any of the Game Awards? I was shocked Turok is making a comeback. Been waiting since PS3 days. I didn't actually. I had my son all night, so I was if you know Jade PG, Jade Crafted. Got a bunch of different channels, but he's a grounded guy. He was talking about it on a stream earlier today that I was like half listening to while I was working. He was pretty convinced we were going to hear about Grounded 2, but I'm assuming we didn't hear about Grounded 2. I did see that there's a new Elden Ring DLC, I think. That looks pretty sick. Not that I've played Elden Ring, but fun surprise. Hey. Okay. Clean this up a little more. Anything else good stand out for the Game Awards? Delete. Who let this guy in here? Keeps ruining all my builds. Ow. And breaking my legs. I also just cleared these out a little bit. I didn't have these as windows, but I really like how that little thing looks now. So that was fun. Stopped watching, but didn't see any Grounded. Shame Elden definitely caught me off guard. Yeah. Oh, shame. The shame. Yes. Quite unfortunate. Although Jade, as I was saying, he has because he has so much experience in survival games, the fact that he's pretty convinced that Grounded 2 is going to be a thing has me excited. I don't know if I should be. But he has a pretty good grip on things, I feel like, so he says it gets me hyped. I'm hopeful, but I agree that I think they need to release Avowed or whatever and get that done. Dying Light, like the first one they made, went back to their origins, you could say. Oh, nice. my hole. The rock, I was like, why is this not working? I'll fall in my hole, but yeah. Grounded battle royale. Ooh. Oh no. It's grounded. I want it. I don't care what it is at this point. Oh, dang it. No. Help me. I can't do it. What's up, Oozin? How's it going? Clean that up eventually. This might be better for this. I put it in the right spot. If we made this like a little arch bridge thing. Dang it. Hey, what's up, Harley? How's it go? Go, please. Yeah, we'll get like a little land bridge thing over here or something. Wasn't quite what I was planning. Can't believe it's negative 26? What? It was like 26 here today. Not negative 26 though. That's crazy. Want a couple more blocks for terrain stuff. Like a mini circle or something. I'm just stuck using this little one to get the exact shape I want. It's too slow. Too lazy to rake, too. Suck with it. Really what it comes down to. Close it off almost. I mean, I'll make that into something really cool eventually, but maybe it's just a bridge that goes over. I don't know. possible. I'm definitely, as I was saying earlier, I think it was only knife in here, but I'm definitely trying to figure out lighting in this game. Some of it looks incredible, but it also is just a bunch of torches, and so it's hard to make it not look like just a bunch of torches. It's not necessarily bad, but like it's not a very subtle. Like Grounded, you can really adjust all of the lighting and stuff, so it's a lot easier to create cool lighting effects. This is like a blunt hammer with lighting, so it's very all or nothing. So just like I tried backlighting the statue, and you can't put it directly behind them because if the statue covers them, they don't light up at all. They just are inside of it. So pretty useless there. And on the side, it's just a little much. I don't necessarily hate these little ones, but I'm not loving much more. Like, this feels just too much. So, trying to figure out, like, how much is too much lighting, what's not enough. It's a little bit of a challenge. Okay. Oh no. Probably can't put the torches inside things on here. Yeah. If you did, you probably won't. Yeah. Like, so like this is the best example I can say is like, if the flame of whatever you're using is glitching through the ground at all, it will show the light, but as soon as it's covered, it doesn't do anything. Like the only effect I got on the statue is the flame was showing through her neck. So it kind of lit it, but it was just weird. So I'm gonna have to figure out lighting, and I can do a video on that eventually. Even if the light source doesn't make the blocks glow, yeah. But I will, I guess, say that with a caveat, because there is glowing blocks. So they're just a little tough to use. So there's green, white, and blue luminescent blocks that I've seen people do really cool things with. But it's definitely a bit more finicky. Like Grounded lighting was just put as many lights down as possible. I'm also waiting for it to be night. I put this in earlier just to see if it might work, but apparently the ice used to show the light through, and then they like patched part of it for some reason. So I'm hoping maybe when they add water, you could add glowing effects underneath to create like underwater lighting. I also don't know how they're going to treat water as a block as well. Like, is it just going to look like this? Or is it actually going to be like flowing? I don't know. Seems weird. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how the ice and snow looks as a water effect. I feel like it looks pretty dang realistic. So, not totally sure what they're planning there. And I have seen some really cool looking designs done with the glowing blocks. So, like, what's the... Ouch. Saw someone use... No, it was obsidian? Yeah. Saw someone use this to make little torch things. And because of the way this block works, you can create like little designs like this. There you go, that one. You can do weird stuff with it. Is it on Xbox yet? No, sadly it is not, Smoke. I'm hoping that we should hear this very soon, though, when it's going to be released on console. They have mentioned it's coming to console. They just haven't set a specific date. But, like, it's a pretty interesting little lantern. If I do say so myself. So there's some cool stuff you can do with the glowing blocks. I've seen some really interesting stuff. If you watch some of the base tours on YouTube, you'll be blown away. There's some really, really talented builders out there on this game already. There's people that have built so much more than I've touched so far. 10 times more. 100 times more easily. So... I think... want... another block. Here. Oh. Ow. I feel like that's so much health for so short of a fall. Rude. And then turn off that. That means this needs to go up one. Weathered stone. I'll never betray the first grounded builder. I watched Timber Channel only. As much as I appreciate that, don't hold yourself to just me, you know? You're doing yourself a disjustice at that point. There's lots of good content out there to consume. As I kill zombies. It's not bad. What does this look like? Kind of interesting, actually. Kind of weird, though. What's up, Nebula? How's it going? I don't know if I like that. Wrong blocks every time. So much detail you can add, man. That's what's crazy. I'm good. I'm doing good as well. Thank you for asking. I can live with that. Time to relax and play Enshrouded. Let's go. It's the life, man. Now you know you're having a good day. Oh, come on. Alter. There you go. Alright, that's not bad. I don't want too much of the white stone up top, so I need to maybe add in some other stuff. I don't know. I'm about to visit space. Oh, man. Good luck. Good luck, astronaut. Like how detailed you can make the entryway, the curves and archways. Yeah, I think that's what's like one of the really interesting parts of this game in general to me is just the excessive amount of detailing you can do. Because every block interacts totally different. Like they all have their own voxel interactions, which just makes everything really cool. It's like, first and foremost, like the granite blocks, like they just automatically, you place these and they place on the next block, they just connect. So you can create like really intricate little details and like, because that's not a block, like that's because this block is placed. And so they interact with themselves, and then the different blocks interact differently as well. So like depending on how it works, you can create really interesting details between the different blocks. Like I was looking at this, like that little dark piece is from the granite block that's behind this, and then the white piece is from the polished stone, and they just happen to clip together, and it just creates this like super random little detail, but it's a really interesting little detail. They connect really interestingly. Each block sort of has its own. Some of them are going to look a little more rounded when you put them together. Like some of them are going to be a little more square. It is very interesting. And then some of the things like you just have to deal with. Like ideally those little things wouldn't be here. But that is because when you place the highly polished stone block, it always makes this little additional piece. And like this piece is wider. I think this is weathered stone. Yeah. The weathered stone is wider than other blocks, so it creates a little thing that looks totally different. It's very interesting the different way everything reacts to the other blocks around it. And then when you add on top of that the ability to place decor items separately, it creates really, really interesting, like, game-breaking stuff, because you can essentially, like, clip the windows through. I was showing this off last night. These are windows. All of these are just this window. But you can clip them halfway through. The game just lets you place the block down like this. And so you can create hand railings with all of the windows, and there's all sorts of different windows, and then like these windows are placed slightly higher and they look like a rail cart. I've seen a couple people do this, but not with this window. And like this window looks exactly like a minecart track. And then you can do weird stuff like build around the different decor items. They just do really interesting stuff together. Everything but like doors are really easy to work with. The doors are pretty much just 90-degree flip options, but like a lot of the other decor items, like the wood stuff, you can actually rotate 360 degrees, like separately from the grid. And so you can create angled pieces and create some really interesting interactions between the blocks. And then the scale of everything, like the scale is so small with the details, you can make just such cool builds. Things just look incredible. And the decor is just getting better and better. Gotta go BRB, no worries, man. I can tell they spent a lot of time on all of the interactions between each material. Yeah. And they have their own engine. So like this is their own game engine. So they can literally do whatever they want. It's pretty much one of those like whatever their mind thinks of, they can go nuts and just do it. With enough time, of course. No, I didn't want to break my ankles again. Okay. And it's only getting better the more and more they add to the game, which is even more exciting. Oh. Those ratios, maybe slightly bigger. Is that too big, though? It's a big window. Just want the other windows to be a little smaller than it, though. These are the hard choices. Grounded 2 looks great. It's pretty much, this is how I'm treating it, right? I wish. I want grounded 2 more than anything. What's up, Spence? How's it going? Love how you use the flame altar to see higher. Never thought of that. It was driving me insane that I didn't have a way to like zoom out. Like, how are you supposed to look at the bigger picture of your builds when you are just stuck? So there is, I guess, a setting where you can change some of that stuff. Like, field of view can help. You may have to change it before you get into game. But you can also, like, push your camera backwards, but then you're just playing like this, and doesn't quite do the right things. I think you'd have fun with this game, Spencer. It'd be a good time. Pretty crazy. There it is. Dang it. Okay. So the question is, does this one... It can't go forward. No, it's too forward. Gotta be on the same plane then. Oh, new job too? Dang. And I know about the kid keeping you too busy part. It's crazy. Brooks is on one these days. Crap, I didn't realize that was... Do I not have those placed right? Well, that helps. They're not placed right. Brooks is like a struggle these days. He's super fun, but dude is insane. Clinically insane. He is high energy to the max. We can see if the water worked. I don't think it does. Dang. How's parenting going, though, by the way? Good times? Yeah, this doesn't work at all. There's a lot of effort for nothing. But, see, the torches look really cool at night, but they look horrible during the day with too many of them. I definitely don't like those, but then at night, you literally can't see any of it. So it's like, I love the glow effect from it. So it's going to be a struggle figuring out how I want to do lighting in this game. The only reason I get to play Enshrouded is because I do it after the kid goes to sleep. So it's definitely a struggle. Too smart though, and is in her climbing phase. Dude, Brooks is insane. He literally just everything he'll climb. I mean, they're very similar ages, and she started walking just a little bit before Brooks, so she's probably, I mean, he went from not walking to sprinting. Like, he's insane. And like, if there's an ottoman or like a footrest or a box, anything on the ground, he just jumps on it and is like straight to it. And you're like, bro, like, you're crazy. He's not coordinated enough to be climbing all the stuff that he does. But he sure thinks he does. Or sure thinks he is. I think I need help. I turned off Cloud and I am at the point of my Enshrouded folder. So you found the Cloud save. Essentially, turn off Steam, Cloud saves. After you do that, the first thing you have to do after turning off the Cloud saves is open Enshrouded. If you do not have a second world save. And all that means is you have to come in, hit play, hit private, and create a world. You don't have to play it. You don't have to set it up. You don't have to do anything. You just hit create. You have to create a secondary world. First, create the second world, or the files won't show up properly. And you won't be able to copy them correctly because there's supposed to be a list of things. And if you don't do that, wait, what the heck? Oh, it's because I went out. Duh. If you don't create that new world, it doesn't show up properly. It doesn't show all of the pieces. It's just like it's not a compressed folder, but is essentially compressing all the files into one thing for some reason. I don't know enough about it to understand it, but once you create that second world, I'll continue. Cool. Wait. Oh yeah, that's the same. Never mind. Hello? Oh. It's like, where'd all my items go? I ran out. I'm gonna have to re-reload my resource world soon. I'm running out of blocks. Dang it. Oh, that's so high. Just don't want to mess it up. I don't think it's pretty hard to. If you want to be a game developer, you gotta be good at this, you know? This is step one, boy. Wait, that's not good enough. Okay, cool. Cool. It's a lot of windows. Need a little more stuff in it. Let me know when you have that second world made, and then I'll continue explaining little bits of it. Ow. Honestly, though, and Zero can attest. If I can figure out how to do this thing, I guarantee you can. I'm worthless. Every time I have a computer issue, I just message Zero. Nothing is where. More specific. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to go into Enshrouded, so you turn off Steam Cloud saves, then go into Enshrouded, open the game, and create a new world, just like this. You don't have to play it, but you have to have... Oops. Didn't want that. You have to have this extra world or it doesn't show up properly for some reason. It'll go, if you're in the correct Enshrouded, where the folder where cloud saves are, it will show up without that saved world. It'll be one, I don't know what the file type is, but it'll just be a singular line, and there should be like 15. You shouldn't have to make it. You should just, I mean, I literally just did it. It's that same thing. You just create it. You don't need a character or anything. I mean, as long as you have a character. Nope. We turn the lights out. It's too dark. Yeah, it shouldn't make you make a character. Your character isn't tied to... The worlds aren't tied to the character. The character is like its own entity. The only way I can explain it. Okay, this one might need to go a little taller. Or do those go shorter? Could do what I did earlier. Build this. That's not horrible. Made me make a character to make a new world because it's not on cloud saves. I understand now. It was my monkey brain not wanting it to hit the monkey brain. And I mean, that happens, you know? We all monkey brain around. But yeah, so once you get that set up, now you can go to where the cloud saves are. And that is like your users... path. If you can't find the correct path, go to that PDF that I posted and it shows you the correct path. One's one higher, yeah. Oh man, raining. Bummer. Well, that was the quickest rain ever. Yeah, so that world save thing specifically is the one thing. Once that's done, you have the world save made. You can go to the correct file to find where the cloud saves or whatever location. Then all you're doing is moving the cloud saves. You copy those to the new local location, which is just your Windows users, your username, saved games, and then Enshrouded. Then you paste your files into the Enshrouded folder. It'll be right next to where your local grounded saves are. Help you find it. And then once those are pasted in, the file that you download from DeLindsay, that I had posted on his channel, or from his channel, you just paste those files into the same local save folder. And then you have the world at that point. That's all it takes. And the great thing is that you just save the download folder on your desktop or wherever you want to save it. But I keep it on my desktop, and then I can just click into it, copy the files again, save over them, and then the world's reset. And so you can just endlessly reset, which is what's so nice. So I started with just grabbing literally everything. As much as I possibly could. Oh my gosh, stop that. Fully closed Steam. I can't remember what he says on that video, honestly. I don't want to say the wrong thing on accident. If he said it on the video to close Steam, then yes. Oh no. Not totally sure the closing of Steam matters too much, but I don't really know. Okay. Probably a little too clean, but get the idea. This is what I'm trying to go for. These windows might need to move over. I don't know. They'd probably be fine too. Let's see what it looks like from the inside and the outside, I guess. Headed in the right direction. It does need a lot more detailing, is what I'm immediately noticing. I kind of thought it was going to be too much of the white brick, but I think we can add in some cool details. I'm already seeing spots that could work well for that. Also thinking this center section might actually need to go a little higher. I do want it to be like sticking up. It might stick up out of the mountain too. I don't know. I will do it another time when I have for free time and do the research first. I mean, you're already like 90% of the way there. If you moved everything, you're not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt your game closing Steam after you've pasted the save file, the cloud save file location to the local save file location. It's not going to hurt you to close Steam and restart it real fast. The only thing is as soon as you do this, you want to create a backup save folder on a external hard drive or something, USB, whatever. Is where I do it at least. Because you're no longer getting Steam saves, so you want to copy all the files to whatever location you decide, so you have a backup all the time. Like, I haven't done it in a day, and I really need to. Definitely looking pretty legit, though. We're getting there. The upper section has a lot more detail. It's going to be really nice. You can already see spots, like, up here that I could do some more of the granite blocks and stuff there. This spot in between could be nice. Maybe details in the corners. Could also do the edges. That would be kind of cool. Let's try that. But you will be very, very, very happy once you've done it. It's so nice. It's like incredible. I've had so much fun with it. It just allows you to be free and build, do whatever you want. And the great thing is you can do just blocks. Like, you could do just building blocks, and you can kind of tailor the game to whatever you want it to be at that point, which I think is really appealing. Do you think we want? I guess that's going to show. Yeah. Oh, no. It's not actual lava. We're okay. Yeah, I got to do this rock again, but yeah, this is going to look great. It's exactly what I was going for. Lots of lighting coming in, lighting everything up. Going to look legit. And then so much detailing we can do on the inside too. All my files are everywhere. It's not by my grounded, by my saved game folder. It's somewhere else somehow. I found it somewhere in a different file. It's just way too many files I have to dig through. Yeah, it also helps. Well, you may be doing it in the backwards order, potentially. The cloud saves are not in the Enshrouded folder per se. They're in this weird, like, save data. It's in the programs 8x86. You have to go through that file path, and then there's some weird 1.633332220 something whatever file. It's a bunch of 1.3s and 2s and 0s and stuff. In that folder is where the cloud saves are. The Enshrouded folder is in just your users folder. That part's weird, though. I don't know how to explain that one to you. But if you want the exact, it's a little convoluted, and the PDF looks really overwhelming at first, but it's really easy to find the file paths. They have them just lined out. So if you go on that PDF on the Enshrouded channel, there is slightly less complicated. But as soon as you find that file path, it becomes a lot easier. I'm not even sure if this is all going to be dirt or not. I don't know. Or stone, whatever. It looks cool. I think I want to create it as if it was like this carved roof that sort of follows some of this. I don't know. My main game is on my hard drive, so I'm going to have to figure out my files. Interesting. Yeah, I guess. So you saved the game on your file or on your hard drive, and the save data is on your PC. I think you, I don't know. I mean, I think you just need the save data files. I don't know if it's anything like the whole game specifically. Like, the files it's having you move are just like your character and stuff. I don't think it has everything. But I could be wrong. No. Let's just do these. Pick this. I was like, yeah, I've cleared out so much today. I'm set. I'm not going to have to clear out anything else. Noob. What was I thinking? There's always more. The only downside of digging like this. Okay. But I promise you, it's worth the effort when you get it. I promise. The resource world just like exponentially makes the game better, in my opinion. Gives you everything you would want. It's like what Grounded could have used. A way to play survival, but get the things you want at any time. One day at a time. Oh. Want to watch that video? Yeah, do it. Make your life a lot easier. Promise that. Question it. I think some rock is going to be worth it. Be the right amount. Okay, that should work. Because this needs to go a little higher. Anyways, so that makes it cleaner. A little easier to work with. Okay. These. Some bright light there. Can't see nothing. Cool. Looks good. Then the question is, how big do we got? How tall, like. One row? Probably with just one row, I think. Almost. Oh. Yeah, that's the right stuff. Definitely needs more still. More detail, but that's heading in the right direction. Can kind of now maybe taper these corners off. They don't need to be so square. Sort of keep this pointy shape, but it keeps going straight up. But it's definitely heading in the right direction. I'm definitely liking that quite a bit. Oh, what did we do here? Good job. Oy vey. Why did that fill in like that? Weird. Must have been I put a block through to get the rocks to... Oh no. Oh, clutch. Work early in the morning, East Coast, catch you next stream. Sounds good, Harley. I saw your messages, I haven't had a chance to look at them, but I will take a look after stream. Have a great rest of your night. Good luck at work tomorrow as well. So I guess the question now is, do we do the same detail in these that we did below? Probably. Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna do it, we should do it. I guess I can do a little tester. Have one side with them, one without. And also wanted to test this, I think. I didn't even think of doing stuff like that. Pretty cool. That's interesting. It's just so many options, man. So many options. Maybe polished might look better. Figuring out which one I like more for each situation. Very similar, but also different. It's in, let's go. Sick, man. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I don't like that as much as I thought I would. Not the right block for it. What's this look like if I did something? That's bright. That ain't it. I could, I guess, instead of what I'm doing with the flame or the torches could do the luminescent blocks, but they're just so bright. Those. Nope. Too young to die. Now I believe I can turn on my cloud save. I don't believe you can. I guess you won't be able to reload the save world from my understanding. If I mess up here. This? As far as I understood it, you should keep the cloud saves off. And then just back them up on your external hard drive. Okay, shoot. Darn. Wonder what you're doing. Probably something really dumb. Seems to be my problem. It's always my problem, is being dumb. That really looks a lot better. Oh, I know what that detail needs. Definitely needs maybe some more darker lines in it. I don't know. Well, I don't hate it being light, but it's not quite there yet. The bottom just has so much more detail. I mean, the windows do a good job, but they're not quite enough. I also need to take these and put granite behind. Give that contrast. Guess I need to do this one inside. Right here. Higher? I think it's one higher. That looks correct. Oh yeah, that's right. We'll have to cover that up on the inside, but I think it's needed. Yeah, unfortunately, that's always my experience. Knife is I never get it right on the first try. Pain. And more detail. Got a city wall. Done. Copy weathered stone. Didn't think about this part very well. Almost need another layer somewhere. Not quite. One more. Too far. Whoa, no. Brain hurting, time to take a break, right? Luckily that PDF worked really well for me, so I was able to figure it out. Just fixed the one thing that I was missing, really. Too much. I like that block. I just haven't been able to find a place to use it yet. It's also just too much. Not horrible. Do like it one higher, at least. Yeah. Yeah, that's enough detail there for that part. I could also do that on this outside piece. I could do more of the little these things as well. That might be the way to go. Then once we start molding the rock around this even more, it's going to look wonderful. Just too good. Trying to think, could it be a little taller? Just trying to figure out the proportions. I'm also not sure if I love these two outer columns. That also might be throwing off a bit of the proportions. They could come down a little bit. I don't necessarily hate that they're there, but I don't know if they're quite the right height. You know? And then we'll carve this area out a little more so it's more like that. That'll help this proportion just a tad. Sort of like whatever's happening there. Makes sense? So let's do. Forgot how cool these blocks look. As floating blocks. Ow. My leg! They do almost need to be a bit taller, though. Dang. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want that. would have taken off 4, so maybe it's 2. And then by like throwing some stone over it, sort of better. Flex the height maybe. And we could like drip some stone down. Drip some stone, he said. Yes. Down over this piece a little bit. Well, maybe it does need to fit. Wouldn't necessarily hate for them to be. Oh, jeez. It was low enough health. I could have died, maybe. Would have been close. You know what I want to say? You should not use stamina within the flame altar area. Does that not sound like a great idea? I think that's genius. I think that would be wonderful. That's an addition that I think everyone could get on board with. Yes, do we want to fill that in or do we want more windows? What's this going to look like on the inside, I guess, is the question. A small window is not a bad idea, I guess. What's this side? What's it? Oh no. Too young to die. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Not horrible. So if we did on the inside here, platform. The struggle with this route is, and then I have to figure out how to like cover this area up versus it just being a window. It's just easier to, it's there. Something I have to deal with. What the heck? When did I do this? Dang it. And I do all those blocks again. Yeah, I think a regular window is just better. Kind of like, what's the point if I'm not going to do it? It's fine as a window. Question is, does it look better if I make it one taller then? I don't really care. I gotta look. Oh, jeez. Just fall all over the place, man. Definitely want some more detail in here. Could make those windows, honestly. Like this again. No. Guess I am blocking it. It's a little harder. Maybe not. The detail's not bad close up, but it's not quite reading the way I'm was hoping. Close. It is close. Maybe it just needs something to make the windows more interesting. Can't do a center block, so that doesn't work. Yeah, the middle one almost feels like too much window. Not sure how I feel about it. I could do like a horizontal. I don't love that though. Through the center, but I think that's gonna feel just as weird. Not bad. Definitely not bad. We're close. And I do want it to be a big window. Like, I like the bottom sort of feeling like a fortress almost, and then the upper part being a little more light, letting light in, since that's going to be the more main space in the building. So it's not bad. I don't think I need the torches up top. They don't quite fit the same aesthetic as the lower part. I think I'll take those out. Maybe this column needs to be the same color as these columns. Could try that. Like the same weathered stone. That could be an interesting route. Would definitely add some variation to the top. Can't tell if I like these side columns or not. Going up higher. I don't want it to just be a triangle though. I guess as I add more stone, it'll add more variation as we go too, so I don't need to be too critical of it, but we're close. A couple details that I'm not absolutely in love with. Might be we try to recreate this doorway, how I've done the granite and stuff. Maybe I try to recreate that on the upper, above the door, second level door. That might give a little bit more variation. Technically, I haven't really used any of the granite on the upper level, so that's probably why it feels a tad bit off. But it is meant, I think, visually to feel a little bit more light, less like the fortress to the bottom. So I don't know. Night everyone, I gotta go to work early. Sounds good, Knife. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you figure out that the resource world sooner than later, man. You'll love it. It's worth the effort, I promise. But appreciate you hanging out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Get some of this filled in. This looks weird from the outside. I gotta figure that detail out. I don't know. I almost do want it to be like this window, which means I have to change this little thing. Get rid of this. Maybe we try this first. Place that right? I don't think I did. Did I? Yeah, it's supposed to be one more proud. Should do it like this. Do it right. Will do, man. I will try to have as much fun as possible without you. It won't be the same, though. Failing. There. Do I like that more or less? It definitely creates a different vibe. Maybe this column just needs to replicate what's happening here, and then above it can change and be something totally different. Maybe that's what needs to happen. And then the windows sort of stand as their own piece. Jeez, keep doing that. It'd be so easy to do this. I do declare. This would need to go to here. And then we'd want this stuff. More weathered stone, I think. Why is that breaking that up? Weird. Sometimes the textures do some funky stuff, and you just don't know why. That looks like it might be heading in the right direction. Can also do like that. Sort of create a little more definition. That also allows me to do this, which I do like. Is that the same? Yeah, I think so. Perfect. Wait, I want to be in there. Get these windows, please. We're out. No. No more windows. We might have more. We don't have more. And nope. None in there. Alright, to the resource world. Which hopefully we don't have to reload. I think I have some more of this material. I'm not 100% sure. Random. Had like a guy message me on Discord and just like super random. Didn't ever really get into anything, and then he randomly messaged me again. Yeah, I usually help. He was like, I'm a streamer. And then he finally gets to the point. He's like, yeah, I help people, smaller streamers and stuff when I'm not as busy. Like, so like, why are you saying that? Like, are you trying to help me right now? Or like, you just like to message random people you don't know and tell them that? I'm kind of confused. Don't know how to respond. Like, not enough detail to tell if he's trying to tell me he'd like to help me or if he's just stating that as a random fact. Alright, let's see. That's what's different. Maybe one taller. On the inside and one lower. Now that recreates that window, dang it. That creates that little recess really nice. That's all fine. We'll have to change that over. One. This needs to be one higher, actually. Here. And then that looks right. Beautiful. And lovely. I mean, that looks pretty cool from the inside, and then we'll clear this out and create... Thinking like even like skylights or something like that as well, since we're kind of terraforming out of the top of the mountain. So if I can find cool ways to make lighting, I'm going to do that. Not totally sure yet. Oh. feel like this is a sectional drawing from architecture school. Since the floor is split in half. It's kind of cool looking. If you get the right angle, this is actually a really good thumbnail. Interesting. And then we see out of the world. It'd be better if I didn't have 6 trillion torches floating everywhere. Close. Most people's brains don't quite comprehend what's happening right here. It's confusing, but I do like it. Okay, so we got a lot of cleanup in the ceiling to do still. Lovely. So excited about that. Guess I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Yay. That ain't it. Get rid of it. See this. Oops. Doesn't feel like the right block. I don't know. Just right under the windows. Why does one side connect different than the other? Dang it. Wait, I want to read. What did I get rid of? Oh. What does this want to be? I want to start adding in a bunch of different, like, blocks is the main thing. Kind of want to keep it same handful I've been using. That's not too bad. And or torches, at least for the time being. Probably do more of like the cool braziers as I go, but I do have those in my inventory, don't I? They really do just look so much better, so might as well. Just nice. Right about here. Turn the night and day cycle up, so that's been nice as well. Oh, that was one. There we go. I don't know why these don't snap to the middle. Slightly annoyed by that. Let's try this. Seeing this. Why is that texture doing? Sometimes. Kind of interesting. Can I do like... These blocks do just the weirdest things. I never expect it to do that. You never can quite tell what a block is going to do until you place it. Not bad. Don't know if that's needed or not. It's kind of needed. Live with this little square block, man. I don't hate this. Creates a nice separation, which I like. Oh, it's just what's too much, what's not enough. Mo detail, mo better. That's the way I'm looking at it. Weird, weird. Could also... Kinda cool. Torch. See. It's not bad. It's a little couple weird spots where the textures don't want to work properly, but overall not bad. It sort of hides the weird color that I don't like in the door anyways. I'm slowly coming to terms with. I do wish that that was a white door. That would be much better. That would actually like make my OCD much happier, but the iron door is like the only one that works. All the other ones just don't feel right. Still need to work on this like middle level where the door is. Get this figured out a little bit. It's a little clunky still, but feels a little bit better to me with the window. It's a little too much currently. Not sure. Throwing me off. We're close. I don't know. I'm starting to like the white on the left more, is the weird thing. Annoyingly. Okay, so if we do it this way, then we have to at least get rid of this. The bare minimum. Gotta get rid of that. to see which one I like better. Decision so difficult. It does feel like this upper corner area, right where my head is, needs more detail. Maybe that's just some things over those windows. Tough. I do like how the darker piece differentiates everything a little bit. It does feel that now this upper portion is also too much white. So maybe that's just what the problem is it stone needs to sort of cascade down to here to look correct, the right proportions. Then I think we're heading in the right direction. I think that'd probably do it. Then I can decide between how to do this lower column. It might just be that it's too proud currently. It needs to step back one and be even with the other two that I have already done. So thinking, those are that way. Crazy how quick the blocks render to like nothing. We're not even that far away. Part of the reason, yeah, flame altar thing I'm holding, but man, they need a free cam in this game. I think this one just feels a little clunky to me because it's sitting forward more. A bit hard to tell. We're getting close though. I'm definitely heading in the right direction. I'm sure after stream, I'll be sitting here wondering what I'm doing and figure out exactly how I like it. It's typically how it goes. One block thick. Could make it thicker, but I'm liking the way the windows look on the inside a lot already. Do need to clean this up. I just noticed it. I'm gonna use stairs more. What am I doing? This needs some better shape. Needs to be at least that. Not what the outside is though. Maybe just copy the outside. Yeah, that's a good shape. And then we just have this big open space picture. Where is it? I think the inside of this is going to be as cool as the outside once we really get going. A lot to do on the inside currently, though. A lot to go on the inside still. I love how this is looking already, but there's so much extra stuff. I'm gonna have to be digging tunnels for years, it feels like. It's looking cool though. We're definitely on the right path, I think. This is what's throwing me off. Get rid of these dang torches. We don't need those. Fine with that. Yeah, I think that's all centered. Feels slightly off for some reason. Okay, thank goodness it's just the being one off. Whew. I was getting stressed for a second there. But yes, they are. Well, those were made incorrectly. Okay. It's so easy to be one block off. I liked the other side better. It's the struggle of this game, having so many options and so many little blocks and stuff. It is really easy to screw it up and do it totally wrong. So bright looking. These. Brain was just thinking. There were thoughts going on in my head. That ain't it. Does fit. Oh. No, it's not bad. I'm just maybe. That I don't actually hate. Actually think I was doing that for a reason out here. Now I'm thinking about it. Liked, yeah. Looks nice having these windows be slightly different heights. That. Does look better when the doors close. It's not so bright. Coming together, though. I could spend exponentially longer building in this game than I did with Grounded on each piece. There's so many options. It's pretty stunning, honestly. I mean, it's good. We're going to have some sick staircases. Maybe that's what we work on next stream, is figuring out how the heck we're going to do staircases back here. I've not made stairs yet, so that's going to be interesting. Clear out some of this off a stream. We can create a cool kind of interior roof, maybe some skylights or something. Be kind of interesting. Try to clean up some of this rock as well. I'm not totally sure how I'm going to treat the walls on the inside of this yet. That part's going to be a little tricky. It'll take some effort to figure that out, but I got a little secret hiding spot. Creep on people up here. They have no clue. And start figuring out kind of the layout of this as well for the inside, now that we're pretty close to done with the exterior wall and entrance. Close. It's definitely close. And then once we add in foliage and grass and all that stuff, get all this stuff done correctly, it's going to look really good. What I wanted to check, I feel like there has to be a better door for this. I just really like the iron door, but I don't like the finish of it. Like the rock. It's like sandstone on the outside. That's not what I want. Stone, maybe? The iron just looks so good. The struggle. Bougie. Stone definitely feels better. Dang it. For the iron group. Just want that to be white and it'd be perfect. Dang it. Needed the doors and every material the same. It's the same issue Grounded struggled with. Like, just give me every option in every. I want an iron door in every single block. I want an iron door. I want all the wood door. Wood is what it is, but like, if you're gonna offer something like this, offer it in each finish so I can use it with each material. Better used across the board. Wouldn't that be nice? Alrighty, guys. I'm at a good stopping point. I gotta think through some things, figure out some layout for a stream tomorrow. Appreciate everyone hanging out. I will hopefully be back again at 8 p.m. Roughly, that is the time my son is going to bed every night, it seems. So I'm just buckling in for that's the new bedtime for the foreseeable future. So stream until from 8 to 10:20 and 10:30 most nights. Depends on, maybe Friday nights I'll go a little longer since it's Friday. And tomorrow I think we will most likely fight the new boss of the Albaneve Heights. Really difficult boss fight, so that'll be interesting. So we'll think about that. That way I can upgrade the flame altar as well, which would be nice. But I'll get some of this cleared up, cleaned up, ready for stream. Tomorrow I have a half day of work, so I'll have a little extra time tomorrow since I will not be picking my son up right away. He's hanging out with his other grandparents, which will be fun. So it'll allow me some free time to maybe work on some things for once, instead of picking him up immediately after work. But I appreciate everyone hanging out, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.